Hi guys, Kirk and Jay here with Kirk Giordano Plastering. Today, what I want to show you guys is some tips on if you're going to do a dormer. First of all, I got here a week ago while they were building it, and he says, everything look groovy? And I said, no. Give me some scaffold with outriggers here, or at least give me a kickboard. So he put a kickboard here for me, just in case. Now what I'm going to do is, because I'm a kind of nervous individual, I'm still going to use my handy dandy belt, because you never know, you could slide. So I'm going to attach this to a pipe around the corner and put a harness on. But anyhow, getting back to this. Now I was looking at it, and guys, Jay and I do a lot of work for contractors, homeowners who just understand how to lath things but don't know how to plaster it. No worries, we'll do the plaster work only a lot of times. And so I was looking at this, and this corner here, the corner aid, it should be out to this metal here, and it should be better than what it is. They got it flat, so it actually serves no purpose. So fortunately on my truck, I have everything known to man. So I'm going to bring this corner out to where it should be, both sides. But before I do that, I don't want to jack up this roof here either, because now if you're working on a roof, it's 100 degrees, man, you're going to mess that tar up. Right now, that's about 70, so we're fine. I'm going to go ahead and tarp this off. Then once I tarp it off, I'm going to fix these corners and show you how we apply the stucco. And guys, if you're going to work on a slant like this, paper won't work, because if you put paper here, like I got 10, 15 rolls on the truck, what happens if you step on paper? It slides and you'll slide with it. It's going to be hard enough sitting on this slope here without paper. So we're going to put a cloth tarp here, protect the roof, and show you how we do it. All right, guys, I don't advise any of you to do this stuff. My buddy old Tom come by and say, Kirk, how do you like that setup? And I said, Tom, you're too good to me. You're spoiling me. You keep doing this kind of stuff for me, I'll be able to retire early because I'll be in a damn wheelchair. Anyway, I'll show you how I do this. The best way to do this, guys, is have your mud up here. Jay just brought it to me, and up this window and out the window, he hands it to me, and I start off from the bottom. If I start off from the top, well, it's going to drop. So I'm doing this with luminite in it. What is luminite? Luminite is an accelerator. You put it in mud and it hardens quick. Why? Because I don't want to come up here to scratch it, reset this nightmare up, and come up here and brown it. So basically what I'm doing is I'm doing both coats right now. Fat and ugly. Fat and ugly. Now you can watch me for the next 5 minutes do this face. You get an idea of what I'm talking about. Generally, when I'm spreading big walls and I have Jay behind me or in front of me plastering it, I'll tell him, give it to me fat and ugly, because I'll derby it here. I want it pretty because I don't want to have to come and redo it. I just want to make it so that I put this one coat on it and I float it. So I'll just kill some time, guys. Killing time. Blam. There's that. I'm going to set this down for a second because this one bucket now seems to be getting in my way. Another thing too, fellas, you're going to do this, you got to put these buckets at an angle. Preferably, I like scaffolding. Without scaffolding, life is so harder. I can do it like this because I used to do it like this all the time. Okay, we'll start again. Now I got a full bucket here. This full bucket's going to go fast. I take 2 big scoops, and generally what I do is, I'll do all my low stuff like I have, and double it up. Double it up. There it is. This gets a float finish. This isn't the best setup. I've had better setups, guys, I'll tell you. But we do what it takes to get the job done. All right. Almost at that corner peak. The eyebrow is what we call it. Fat. There we go. There we go. Oh, 2 more big fat hocks, and I got this. And do I need to derby it? No, no, no. Don't need to derby this, guys. Do I need this harness? Not really, but I'm kind of nervous, guys. After you've fallen a couple times, it puts a fear in you. Now granted, I've not fallen, but I don't want this to be my first job where I've fallen. Here we go. That's my second coat. Follow up, and just chew it out now. Just like so. Beautiful. And this has got the accelerator, so it is going to harden quick. And since let's see, my margin trowel for this eyebrow up top, I'll show you how I get it. I'll put a little bit on my hock. That's enough to finish this gable. Now, I'll climb this gauntlet of a ladder, and I'll throw it in sideways. Blam! There it is. I take my trowel, get it the best as possible, because my trowel is not going to fit in that corner. Then I'll put a little bit more mud where I need it. All right, now I'm going to so-called rod it out. Start here, come up. This is troweling it out, but I'm truing everything out. Straight true. Coming here, here. Then I'm gonna need 2 more buckets actually for the front there. And when we get that, we'll show you how we do that part too. Right here, margin trowel, or I could use a pointer trowel. I just take it and fill it up flush like that. Okay, Jay's gonna go ahead and mix me up 2 more buckets for the front. And as he's mixing, I'm gonna put some finishing touches on this. All right, guys, my third bucket, I'm gonna finish all this detail front, work around this maze. There we go. Put that second coat on there. And of course, I'm not really set up to do above this window real well. Now, if I had staging, that'd be another story. So, what I'm gonna do is just toss it up there like so. And once I get it up there, like so, then I'm gonna float this entire thing. Let me see if I can't get a better position. Okay, take this mud here, open the window so I don't kill myself, hold on to it, put it here, boom, that's done. That's a good idea. Try that move again. Put it here, a little bit, hold that, get my square trowel out of the way, and hit it. Boom, done. Done. Don't try that, guys, unless you have proper staging. Okay. That's how I'm going to do that entire top. Close this window. Then over here, I'm going to take this all the way up. Of course, I'm going to finish what I started first and get this left-hand side. All right. A little bit of mud there. Throw it up. A little bit of mud here. Throw it up. Nothing to it, guys. Here. Put it at an angle. All right. Now I got this right side. Then I'm going to float everything. And I want to make this right side pretty. Make it pretty. I don't have to redo it like that song. If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, never make a pretty woman your wife. So from my personal point of view, get an ugly girl to marry you. Of course, that song doesn't apply to me, because I got a girl who sure can cook, and she's good looking. Take it, pull it, pull it. Just notice I got my elbow on my knee. That's holding it. That's a journeyman trick there. Take it, fill it up. Now come to the top. And if this guy didn't have this kickboard here, could I do this? No. I could, but it'd be even more dangerous than what I'm doing right now. I always advise you guys, if you're going to do anything on a roof, wear a harness. Even Jay, now Jay's a rock climber, and he strongly recommends harnesses, and he's a lot braver than me. Anyway, we're just filling this out, filling that out, nice and pretty. Wham! The prettier it is, the easier it is for the next, for the floating. I got to put one more hawk on here. See again, guys, that's on my knee. My knee is holding up all the way. Straighten out, get over here, and finish this top little piece. Nothing to it. Just takes practice, guys, like anything else. Wham. Come here, boom. The last piece is above this nasty window where we don't have it set right. But we can make it work. We're professionals. Basically, I'm going to trim out the top of that just a little bit better. Then what I'm going to do, guys, is take this green sponge float. Sponge float, put some water on this. This is called the float finish, guys. You've seen me do it in a number of videos. I take my sponge, add some water, go over it. And that's bringing the sand or aggregate out. And that's the finished product. Just like that. See that sandy finish? A sandy finish, just like that. I'm going to do the whole wall like that. This just gets a sandy finish. It actually goes with everything. Quite elegant. All right, guys. We've showed you how to do a float finish about 200 or 300 times. What I'm doing now is showing you how we clean this roof. I kinked the hose because they got the drip screed directly on the roof. You can do that. I usually raise it a quarter inch. Kink the hose and just put it under here. That way we don't wipe our own cement off. And then what I generally do is I'll take some water. Now if I get any on a window or a frame, no big deal. I take the water with a float, clean it up, clean between the windows. There's none here, but just to prove a point, we just clean it, edge it, take the water hose, stand back, and clean around it. This was just put on. I'm staying off of the wall itself. Now my new tarps are already folded and on the truck because I don't want them saturated with water. Anyhow, guys, that is how we do a float finish. It's kind of a drag the way scaffold was said, but I worked off worse. Anyhow, my name's Kirk. Jason on the camera. And as usual, guys, see you on the next one.